As many of you know, here at the Hook Nook, when we're not out foraging or gardening or cooking or making random products, we also run crochet classes. In-person classes, Sundays 6 till 7 p.m. But ever since 2020, we also added a Zoom class, and those are Mondays and Tuesdays, 12:30 till 1:30. As the witching season is almost upon us, our last couple of weeks at the Hook Nook, we have been doing lots of different Halloweeny crochet projects, and our last one was this really cute little pumpkin decoration. But for our Zoom session on Tuesday, we were working on these really cute spiderweb decorations for windows or wherever you want to put them. We did actually block these ones. So we pinned them down, or we coated them in PVA glue and then pinned them down and let them dry. But I'll also show you the simple process of attaching strings so that you can tie them to things. Now, please excuse my nails. I have been out in the garden all day, and if I'm a little shaky, it's because I chose the coldest room in the house to crochet in, and I am actually shaky. I'm using a red worsted weight yarn for this project as it's easier to see on camera, but you can use any color you want, and a 3mm hook. And we're just starting with our slip knot on our hook. And I do love this pattern, as you can make it as big or as small as you want just by following the simple steps that I will show you at the end. So our slip knot on our hook, and we are going to start with a chain of 4 and then slip stitch to that first chain that you did to make a ring, as we will be working in rounds. So as always, I tuck my tail in and I'm just slip stitching to that first chain that we made. We're now going to chain 3, which will count as our first double crochet. We're then going to chain 1, so a chain 1 space in between, if this will actually go through. It's been quite awkward, this wool's really old. And we're going to double crochet, so wrap once, in through that loop, mine's really tight, wrap at the back, pull through, 3 on the hook, wrap and pull through 2, and wrap and pull through 2. So every stitch above the half double, you're basically wrapping and pulling through 2. So chain 1 for the gap in between, and double crochet into that loop. So wrap into the loop, wrap, pull through, wrap and pull through 2, and wrap and pull through 2. And we're going to repeat this, chain 1 space, double crochet until we have 7 double crochets, and that first chain 3 plus 1, which acts as the first double crochet. So that's 8 double crochet, chain 1 spaces in total. Now you can still follow this pattern and increase the number of posts that you have in between, but I like 8. I think it looks neat. So I've just done my 8th. So I'm going to chain 1, and I was about to do another double, but then I'm going to go up to that 3rd chain that we did, and I'm going to slip stitch to that one to complete that first round. From round 2 onwards, we will be repeating a pattern of increases, which will allow you to make the spider web as big as you like. So for this one, we are going to chain 4, and then we want a gap of 5 in between. So that's 4 larger than the previous gap. So we're going to chain 5, and this time we're going to wrap twice, and then into the top of that next double crochet, we're going to wrap and pull through, wrap and pull through 2, and wrap and pull through the last 2. And then repeating this, we will chain 5 again. Oh, that one's really tight. And then again, wrap twice into the top of the next post, wrap and pull through 2, and wrap and pull through 2 again. You may notice at this stage that if you wrap twice, your motions once you've pulled the yarn through from the back are 1 more, so 3. So we will chain 5 again, wrap twice, into the next post, wrap and pull through once, wrap and pull through twice, and wrap and pull through two a third time. So if we wrap twice, our motions once we pull through are 3. So I've just done my 8th post, not forgetting to do my chain 5 in the middle, and then we want that 4th chain that we did, and we're going to slip stitch into that one, and that'll leave us a chain of 5 in between. So slip stitch to join the end of round 2. So as I said, from this stage on, our pattern of increases begins. So in our previous round, we chained 4 and we did 5 in between. We're now going to increase by 2 chains. So we're going to chain 6, and then we're going to increase by 4 in between. So we're going to chain 9 as we did 5 in our previous round. So in total, we will have 15 chains in this one. Ooh, if I can actually get it done. So now we're going to wrap our yarn 4 times. Now I find it easier if you pull them all together with your yarn up and hold them with your finger, and then into that next post. And again, we have 4, so we're going to pull through, and we're going to chain and pull through 2 once, chain and pull through 2 twice, chain and pull 2 thrice, chain and pull through 4 times, and then chain and pull through 5. So we wrapped 4, and we have 5 motions once we've pulled through, or we pull through 2 5 times. So we're now going to chain our 9 in between, and then we are going to wrap 4 times, twice, 3, 4, and pull our yarn to the back, hold it in place, and then into our next post, wrap at the back and pull through, wrap and pull through 2 once, wrap and pull through 2 twice, wrap and pull through 3 times, wrap and pull through 4 times, and wrap and pull through 5 times. And then we're going to repeat this all the way around, so chaining 9 and wrapping 4 times till we get to the end. So I've just done my 8th post, and I'm going to chain my 9 in between, and then I'm going to find that 6th chain and slip stitch to the 6th chain up. And that should leave us 9 in between, so slip stitch to the 6th one. Now again, we're repeating the pattern of increases. So for round 4, we chain 6, so now we're going to increase by 2. So we're going to chain 8, and then increasing our gap from 9 to 13. So again, increasing by 4, we're going to add an extra 13 chains on there. In our previous round, we wrapped 4 times. We're now going to wrap 6 times. Again, if you pull them all together and hold them in place, then into our next post. So we wrap 6 times, so wrap and pull through once, wrap and pull through twice, wrap and pull through 2 3 times, wrap and pull through 2 4 times, through 6 and 7. So we wrap 6 times, and we have 7 lots of wrap and pull through 2. So again, we're going to repeat that 13 chain in between. Now I know it gets a bit fiddly at this point, so you can of course stick a stitch marker in the top of your chain if it makes it easier, but I don't feel the need, I just count. So again, we're going to wrap 6 times, holding our yarn in place, in through that next bar, wrap and pull through, and then wrap and pull through once, wrap and pull through 2 twice, through 2 3 times, through 2 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and of course the 7th time. And then we're going to repeat this, chain 13 and wrap 6 times in between until we get to the end. So I'm just finishing my chain of 13, and then we chained 8 to begin with in this round. So I'm going to find that 8th chain up, and slip stitch into the 8th chain to finish round 4. And our spider web is actually starting to take a really nice shape now. Now, of course, you could stop at this size, but we are going to increase a couple more rounds just so that you get the idea of how to make them bigger. So in our previous round, we chained 8. We're increasing by 2. So now we're chaining 10. Now our gap in the previous round was 13, so we're increasing by 4 to 17. So we'll chain 17. So now we have 27 chains actually, and we wrapped 6 times in our previous round, again increasing that by 2. So we're now going to wrap 8 rounds in this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, push them up, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pull your yarn up, hold it down. Now remember, if we're wrapping 8 times, we're going to have 9 motions after we wrap and pull through. So wrap and pull through 2, 1, again, twice, again 3 times, again 4 times, 5 times, if that'll go through, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So wrap 8 and then pull through 2 9 times. So now we're going to repeat our space of 17. And as I said, if you do more posts, well, you're going to be doing lots of chaining, but we're going to wrap 8 times again, hold it down, in through that next post, wrap and pull through, and then wrap and pull through 2 9 times to complete your next post. 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then again, continue this very simple process all the way around, 17 chains in between, and wrapping 8 until you get to your final post, counting up to our 10th chain, and we are going to just simply slip stitch into that 10th chain. Now I'm going to stop here as I've got lots of big ones. So again, just slip stitching into the top. Now, as I mentioned, we did just stretch ours out and block them. Let's see if I can get enough fingers in there. I need another 2 hands. But yeah, I'm going to finish mine off here. So if you did want to do the strings so that you can tie it up, you can start this one right from here and just do as many chains as you need for the length that you want your strings to be, and then just attach at each of the other bars and add your string to those. But again, we will actually be blocking ours, I think, with these red ones rather than using the PVA glue because it can make it go a bit pinky. I'm going to use some lacquer spray, a clear lacquer spray, and I reckon that'll make this one really nice and hard. So I just did about 20 chains here, but I probably will actually undo that and tie it off or just cut it off. Admittedly quite fiddly with all those chains. This is such a quick and easy project, a great one to try, and the kids really enjoyed it. So they've been making their owns at home. I can't wait to see them. Again, this project can be made really as big or as small as you like or as your patience allows for by following the really easy pattern. Counting round 1 as our foundation round, we chained 3, did a space of 1, and then we wrapped once. But from round 2 is where the repeats start. So in round 2, we chained 4. We increased our space by 4 to 5, and then we wrapped twice around our post. So in round 3, technically, I suppose the repeat begins. So in round 3, we increase our chains by 2, increase our space by 4, increase our wraps by 2. Same in round 4, increase our chains by 2, increase our round by 2, or our spaces by 2, and increase our wrap by 2. Again, chains by 2, space by 4, wraps by 2. And just continue this process all the way along until you have it as big as you want, or like I said, as far as your patience will let you go. I normally stop by round 5 and let the kids carry on if they want it any bigger. Let us know if you guys enjoyed this quick, easy Halloweeny project. If you guys gave it a go, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe down below. We really do appreciate the support. We also enjoy hearing from you. Any questions, please feel free to comment down below and join us for our next videos, where we will be doing a crocheted ghost for a bunting, and we will also be redoing that Deathly Hallows skull scarf that I did, but we'll only be working on the single one, as we're actually turning these into bookmarks for my daughter's little witchy club.